we not partial, and we not take back no chat. I am a man with a lot of ambition, and that's a fact. Me no deal with them with no low mind chat. Me no deal with them, no. Me no deal with that. Down inside of me, I can feel a move on the way, baby. I can feel you moving away from me more every day. I cherish every moment that you're around. I might not show it 'cause I can't find words to say. I try to say I love you, but I get tongue-tied. I start to reason your word and family. One thing I like to say everywhere.
The saddest day of my life is when she left me with a broken heart. I was feeling the pain, the pain. The saddest day in my life is when she left me with a broken heart. I was going insane. Here we go, breaking up what we have built.
Yeah, we're gonna start. We're gonna start right now. Trying to get myself organized here. Trying to get myself organized a little bit. You know what I'm doing is I am. Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Oh wow, this is a much higher mic now. Gotta do this.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, now much better, right? Yeah. So good morning, everybody. And I changed my mic. I feel much better now. Like I'm not being like swallowed by this microphone.
Wait,
Tiny
was that?
mic.
It's
was
a
that-
tiny mic.
Yeah.
Tiny mic.
But is that why people
I had a friend once by the name of Tiny Mike. What?
that they weren't able to hear you because of that mic? Maybe.
No, I just found it uncomfortable because the mic was hanging over and I had to slouch.
Got it.
And I was looking at myself in the show after. And I'm like,
And
oh
you're
my,
like
I'm like this. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? And I'm like, oh, it's the mic because everyone's like, you're not talking into the microphone. Now I have this mic that's up here, so now look, I'm all straight.
Yes.
I'm all straightened out. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Marina Brakefield. A little blurry sounding. I hope that's better, Marina. And good morning, Carol and Fabian and Marcia.
All the regulars.
All the regulars were there. And you know what I need to do is I need to be able, I'm going to share this, and I would like everybody to do while I do it, because that would be a really helpful thing. And everybody can do something while they stare at me. Sharing the Spar and Bernstein page. I'm going to share the Spar and Bernstein page onto my personal page, which is Brad Bernstein, and it goes right there on my timeline. And I believe I did it. Let me see. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. Let me do it again.
And as always, the number to call is 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465.
Right. Now, let's go to my personal page. Let me make sure I did it, because sometimes I screw it up. And like yesterday, I thought I did it, and I didn't do it. You ever think you did something, you didn't do it?
Always.
Like, you know what? Like last night. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so like last night, I thought I plugged my phone in, but I didn't.
That exact thing happened to me, and then my girlfriend was freaking out.
But I
She
didn't.
couldn't contact me in the middle of the night.
What did you think you were doing?
Well, I'm always like traveling, and so she'll hit me up and be like, "Hey, all right, you
Oh.
home? All right, cool."
Okay, that's very nice.
I don't know. Maybe
very
she thought
nice.
that Kyle was elsewhere.
No, she was worried. She was more worried for his safety. That's what it sounds like to me.
She was worried about that. She did a good job of disguising it.
Yes, she was worried for his safety.
Good. Good
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Right.
She's cool.
Right. So
She's cool.
she's cool.
You giving her a shout out, Kyle?
No,
Right.
the name is secret.
So I was at the Gay Pride Parade on.
There he
There he
is.
is. Better to show up late than never.
Hi, Squeeze.
How come I can't make an emoji?
I thought that every time
There we
I
go.
was here, you were purposely not here.
You know what? They don't allow me. The emoji people don't allow me to make the Gay Pride emoji, but I'm allowed to make a happy face emoji. Why don't they allow me to make a Gay Pride emoji?
Well, no, that just works in the likes. So when you look at the likes,
Oh, I see.
It's gonna show a rainbow.
Oh, that. I see. I just wanted to press it once and see what would happen. So meanwhile, Squeeze, how are you? Welcome to the show. Welcome to your own show.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show called Brad and Squeeze. That's yours.
It's yours. It's from Brad.
I bought it for you.
Really?
Yes, but it's
Wow.
It's a little cold.
You're being awfully nice today. I guess everything went well at the United Nations.
I was at the United Nations last night, and I have pictures. I didn't post them yet. I have pictures of me.
You did post.
I posted like a few, but I have pictures of me like at the podium where they make peace. Except I only made peace with myself. I was at peace with myself, but I just couldn't make peace with anybody else.
At least you were doing it.
And then
In public.
And then afterwards, I went out for dinner. I had a little bit of an incident, Squeeze. I wish you were there.
I told you, get the Pampers, man.
No, I had an incident, and I wish you were there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. First of all, someone's got to fix this, but we'll fix that later.
Yeah.
But I had a bit of an incident, and then we'll get to the
Questions?
questions.
Yeah.
And by the way, the telephone number to call is
Just saddle up.
1-800-529-5465. That's
Sweet. How are you?
1-800-529-5465. We are live on YouTube at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. We are live on Facebook at Brad Bernstein. We are live on Facebook at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. We are soon to be live on Facebook at David Squeeze Annakie. And did you share to your page?
I tried to.
And
I can't find the page.
you can't find your page?
No, I can find my page, but
You see, because that's what Mark Zuckerberg does. He doesn't put it on the timeline of all of our followers. So you have to go to Law Offices of Spar and
I
Bernstein.
have to actually look up law.
That's the Spar and Bernstein. Right. You would think that if you follow Spar and Bernstein,
That it would
You
just
have to
pop
turn
up.
that it
on
would pop up,
notifications.
but it does not pop up. You have to turn on notifications.
So every time we go live, you don't have to search for it. It's
Correct.
Just there.
Nobody knows that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right. 1-800-529-5465. So if you don't want to search for us when we go live, you turn on your notifications on Facebook, or you turn on your notifications on YouTube, and you'll see us. So anyway, I had a bit of an incident last night, Squeeze.
It's a good story, Squeeze.
Yeah.
You have a bit of an incident.
So we go to this restaurant in Midtown,
All right.
and if you follow me on Instagram, you would see the name of the restaurant. Mm-hmm. Leave it unnamed now as I'm telling this story.
Right. Doesn't seem pleasant.
No, it was not pleasant. So I don't have a reservation. It's a fancy schmancy place. Everybody's hoity-toity. And, when you don't have a reservation and it's a fancy place and everybody's hoity-toity, you have to walk in like you're the owner even though you're not the owner, right?
Oh, you called David Squeeze Annakie.
I did not call David.
You didn't?
No, I did not. So I walk in, I make friends with the maitre d'. He says, okay, you sit down, 15 minutes, I'll get you a table. You don't have a reservation. Like, oh my God, how could you walk in here without
Do you have an English
reservation?
accent?
No, I don't
Do
have
you have an
any.
Italian accent?
No, he had a
French accent?
He had a gay pride accent, and whatever that is, but you can tell. So, we sit down and have a drink for 15 minutes. The place is packed. Everybody's being turned away for a table. I don't know. The guy likes me. He sits me down.
Okay.
So we're sitting down for dinner, and the person I'm with goes to the bathroom, and I look up, and I wasn't even paying attention, and who's at the table right next to me but Justin Timberlake and his wife, I think, is Jessica Biel. Not Jessica.
Jessica Biel's right.
Jessica Biel is right. Okay. All right. So, I leave him alone, blah, blah, blah. My daughter Gabby calls me. She's out with her friends, and she's going back to my apartment. So she calls me, Dad, I'm home. It's about 10 o'clock at night, because that's when she has to be home by.
Right.
It's 10 o'clock at night. So I said, Gabby, guess what? Guess who's sitting next to me? Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Right. You don't want to hear the rest of the story?
Oh, I'm listening. I'm waiting for the punchline.
So she goes, take a picture, Dad, take a picture. I want to take a picture. I'm not going to take a picture. I'm not going to bother the guy. She goes, no. I go, Gabby, I'm not taking a picture. No, Dad, take a picture for me. I love Justin. I said, all right, I'll take it on the QT, on the
DL.
DL, whatever it is, Nobody says QT anymore, right? Sounds like a Q-tip. On the DL, I'm going to take it on the DL.
Right.
All right, the down low. Nobody will know, I'll just be like playing on my phone and kind of just, and down, and nobody will know the difference. I'll send it to her, make her happy.
Well, you can't hide anything.
Right, exactly. So I could have sworn,
Yeah.
it's a dark restaurant, and I could have sworn my flash was off. I could have sworn it was off. So I go to take the picture on the DL, and all of a sudden on the iPhone 7, the flash goes off.
And lights up the entire room.
Entire room. I mean, it looked like it was the 4th of July going on in this restaurant. And this guy just, he's not the, he doesn't want to be bothered. I would be annoyed too. I flash it
Right there with his wife, everything is cool.
Yeah, they're like cuddling together. They look like they're in love, And next thing I know, I stole flash right into this guy's eyes.
A little everything, and you're
It's red eye, everything. I have no idea. So with that, he was actually very cool. He didn't say anything, but all his security guards come running over to make a big, because I just made a big scene in this restaurant, for my daughter's dumb picture, which I didn't even care about.
Right.
So all the security there, let me see your phone. Take out your phone now and let me see your phone, because you're going to delete that picture. And I go, I'm not taking out my phone.
They can't.
Of course not.
Yeah.
I go, I'm not taking out my phone. He's entitled to privacy. I go, he is entitled to privacy, but so is my telephone, and I'm not taking it out. And I would like to now finish my dinner, so please leave me alone. Mm-hmm. No, you have to. And they started cursing at me.
Wow.
It was a scene.
It only just hit me that on the iPhone you can undelete photos like down the line, so you could have just deleted it for the 2 seconds.
Listen, I can't even shut off the flash. You think I'm gonna delete it and get it back? Come on.
Yeah, it stays there for 30 days.
Right.
You could have just
I
could have deleted it.
Constant's gonna do like advanced stuff here, And so phone. Mm-hmm. And eventually they let me alone. Finally, it was a whole scene. I wouldn't take out my phone because what are they going to do?
Right.
So, but suffice it to say, I don't think I'm invited back to the restaurant. I don't think Justin Timberlake's inviting me to his anniversary party. So, and I didn't even want, listen, I understand. I didn't want to bother the guy. I was doing it for my daughter, which was a fan. But I wish I didn't have, if I didn't have the flash on, it wouldn't have.
Listen, when you're a celebrity, there's something called collateral damage.
That's the life.
So Justin, I'm quite sure, understood, but the security took it to a different level because they wanted to demonstrate that they were actually working.
Exactly.
But I think they also should know that they cannot force you to take out a phone.
That is right.
And they cannot be aggressive about it.
That's right.
They can't, and they can't even touch you.
Of course not. I was just sitting there eating my fish. And they were cursing at me. And they're like, let me see your phone. I go, I'm eating my dinner. I'm not taking out my phone. I have the right to privacy too. So they kept telling me about his privacy. I said, I have the right to privacy too, so can you please leave? And I'm not showing my phone. I mean, it was a whole thing.
I would have simply just not said anything.
And then the funniest thing part was that the person I was at to dinner with, they're in the bathroom, and they come back, and it's like by the time they come back, everything's quiet. I'm like, you wouldn't believe what just happened. And they're like, what?
Yeah, but you know what I would have done?
What?
I would simply have not said anything, as my attorney would have advised me. Don't say a word. But if you're touched, it's a whole different story.
I know, it's very easy to say don't say anything, and that's my advice.
Right.
But when some guy is standing on top of you in a restaurant cursing at you, demanding your phone, it's hard not to respond.
They didn't know they were messing with super lawyer Brad.
I don't know who they thought they were messing with, but basically I was about to, if it was not a fancy restaurant, I was going to stand up and
carry on. So you only have respect for fancy restaurants.
No, I had respect for myself that I didn't want to.
It should be an equal restaurant opportunity.
I had more respect for myself that I didn't want to make a bigger scene than I already did. But
I would have loved to have seen. On a serious note, though, you should have, because I would have loved to have seen you on TMZ.
Yeah, it would have been on TMZ. Yeah.
Everyone taking out the camera. You're famous. You did the wrong thing. You should have made a scene.
Yeah.
Been on TMZ, and the next thing, Brad and Squeeze blows up.
Right. But I will give my TMZ moment that they were totally, canoodling with each other, and apparently looked very much in love until somebody flashed something right in their face and ruined their romantic dinner.
You got to throw that in with QT, canoodling.
Canoodling and QT?
Yeah. I didn't know what it means, but
they were canoodling on the QT.
Exactly.
All right, I have now dated myself by at least 50 years, maybe more.
By my calculations.
By your calculations, yes.
Yeah.
That is accurate.
Hey, Brett, can we turn down your mic slightly? We're getting complaints.
Yeah, I stopped putting on my headphone ever since you started screwing around with it.
How's this now? Better?
Yeah,
Is
it's
this
actually
better?
pretty loud.
Pretty loud? I didn't realize that. Because the man came yesterday.
The man.
The man came yesterday to fix the microphones. So I said to him, I said, you know, a lot of people are complaining that my microphone is lower. And he goes, oh, you just pressed this button. He put it up really high. And he apparently did not test it at all.
Too high.
I don't know what's
It's
going
too high.
on, but and now everyone says it's breaking up and all sorts of.
What's
crap.
breaking up?
No, Brad's mic was just so high, it was causing a little...
Causing a little feedback. But
Yeah.
now we're okay.
Oh.
All right. So good morning to everybody. We got 2 people on hold. This is an immigration show. Jenny, welcome.
Thank you.
Jenny's back by popular demand.
She's a managing attorney here at Spar Bernstein, just in case anyone's wondering.
We had at least a dozen telephone calls fielded by Fiona since her last appearance on the show,
Yeah.
saying Jenny was great. Could she come back?
Oh,
I am not
thank you.
even kidding.
She has a great personality.
Great personality.
I mean, I have been running into our clients. You know, people say, "I didn't know you had a baby."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, clients tell me all sorts of stuff. It's like they know your entire life story. You know.
Because Jenny was, when she was on maternity leave, she was sitting there texting and emailing all of them the whole time. She
Wow.
never stopped working.
Jenny's one of the great ones.
Yes, we have many great ones.
You know, because I always see her here late at night. Like, you know, when some attorneys leave at like 5 or 1 p.m.
Yes.
You know, and some other guy by the name, let's say, Squeeze is in the building until like late.
Right.
I always see
Always
Jenny
there, very
around,
early.
running around with
Very
papers, scanning, faxing on the phone. I can hear her down the office speaking to the clients and all of that. You know, I'm saying she's one of the great ones.
She is.
Yeah.
Jenny, thumbs up. Where's
Thumbs up.
which camera am I going to? That one there. Thumbs up, Jenny. There you go. All right. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529. You know, we should just make our own emoji faces. Thumbs up. Smile face. Oh, Trump angry face. Yeah. That's wrong with me, right? All right. 1-800-529-5465. I don't think... Oh, Justin Timberlake is on the phone. He would like to...
Yeah, Justin Timberlake interrupter.
He's called into the show to...
Brad, you should share this on Justin Timberlake's page.
Yes, I should. That'd be great. I would share the whole story on his page. All right.
Seems like if 2 days in a row you're running into superstars.
Yeah, the night
Wait,
before was
who-
Drake.
Drake
Oh.
Yeah, he's,
and what's it? Mr. Kendall. What's his name? Kendall Lamar. What's his name?
Lamar Kendall?
Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar, who walked right past me.
Did you recognize him?
Gabby did. I wouldn't
Oh,
recognize
okay.
him.
The kids
So
always
then,
They're
Gab,
always
so
there.
I was just hanging out with Gabby, and he walked right by us.
What are you looking
You know,
for?
they
I'm
were
looking for Michelle.
They were. Everybody was down.
Michelle,
She's
you're
on
sitting
your.
on
She's
Mich- yeah.
sitting on Michelle.
Wow.
So
I don't think Barack likes that.
So they were all downtown because they had the NBA awards last night. So they were all the celebrities were walking around right by our office. I don't know if you noticed.
No, I did not.
Yeah. So Gabby goes, "Oh, there's Kendrick Lamar," and so we go, "Hey Kendrick, you want to take a picture?" And he says, "We're nobody famous." And he just kept walking.
And you just went with it?
I just went with it.
He has the key to the city.
He has the key to the city.
Literally, the mayor gave the key to us. He's famous.
He said he was not famous. He said he was nobody famous.
See, Brad, you have to know how to handle celebrities. You just go dead straight on.
How are you
Never
supposed to
would.
handle it, Squeeze?
You make friends with them.
It would have helped
Talk
if
to
you
them.
dropped
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a verse.
No,
Start conversation.
No, that's not how you do it.
What?
You treat them the same way they're treating you.
So if they're walking
ignore
past
you.
you
If
on
they're
the
walking
street,
past you, just walk by them like they're nobody.
Yeah.
Like literally.
you are nobody.
You, like just walk by they're nobody. Let's say you're both going to, let's say, the bar in the Four Seasons, and you know they're walking, and you just walk by the security, walk by them as if you're going about your business, which
That's
you
right.
are. You go to the bar and you order loud and firm and very authoritative.
Right.
1942.
On the rocks.
On the rocks.
With the
Okay.
lime.
And with the square ice. All right.
Right. The big.
Has to be the square
Right,
It
ice.
has to. You can't have the little
No.
cubes.
No, and then
It's true.
the girl will walk over and she'll give you, "Hey, Mr. Bernstein, hey, Mr. Annakie, how are you? I'm wonderful. I've had a very rough day, but it was ultimately a good day. And I'm going to go hang out with some of my great friends later on, some beautiful women, you know, and they're listening because you just walk by them as if they're nobody, And they have to. You got their attention.
That's a lot of work, Squeeze.
It's not a lot of work.
Honestly, I didn't really care that much. I was just.
But I'm telling you, you always complain that you can never interact with them. I'm telling you. And
I don't complain. I was just trying to get. I was with my daughter. I was trying to get her a picture.
They're taking out pictures and flashing people.
I didn't care.
Gotta stop flashing people,
I'm
man.
just trying to be a good dad. That's honestly all I'm trying to do is be a good dad. Otherwise,
It's against the law to flash people.
Otherwise, I could care less. Yes, it is against the law. All right, let's take some calls. 1-800-529-5465. Maybe one day, maybe one day, Justin Timberlake will come over to me and flash the picture of me. Hey, there's Brad.
Nah.
Nah.
Not in this lifetime.
Not in this
Not
lifetime. Oh, well. He won't chase me.
No. What?
No, he won't do that.
No.
Too bad.
Let's get to immigration questions, guys. Once again, it is truly the Brad and Squeeze Show with, of course, us answering immigration questions. We got Jenny, one of the managing attorneys, along with Brad Bernstein, a.k.a. Timberlake Interrupter. All right, let's go. Crystal.
Hi, hello.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm doing the K-1 visa, and I called last week. I'm doing the K-1 visa, and I would like to know if my fiance has to do a police report
Yes.
to bring along with him.
Yes.
He does, right?
Yep.
Okay, and it's just like a background check, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's just what I want.
You don't bring it along with you. You got to submit it to the National Visa Center.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You
okay,
can submit it to the
so
National
I'll-
Visa Center.
Yeah, with all your other documents. So he doesn't kind of bring it along in his back pocket. He's got
For every country that he lived at for at least 6 months after 16, he has to get a police certificate.
He only
for.
lives one place.
Okay. Makes it easy then.
Okay, so he'll send it to me, and I submit it to them, or he submits it.
He sends it to you. Whoever's the agent who's dealing with the National Visa Center sends it into the National Visa Center.
Okay, that'll be me.
All right.
Okay, let's see then.
Okay, so he'll send me the police report.
Yes.
And the bio, what is it called? The biographic? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
He says, okay, thank you. That's what I want to know.
All right.
Thank you so much for tuning in, Crystal. Once again, folks, the Brad and Squeeze Show. We're taking your questions at 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-LawLink. Let's go to another.
Oh, Marina says it gets too fuzzy when I talk too close to the
That
microphone.
was earlier.
Am I still fuzzy?
That's from earlier.
No, they said you're perfect.
I'm perfect now.
They just say you're a little bit loud.
No, they think I'm okay now. I'm not fuzzy.
You good.
I'm good.
You're good. You're smooth.
Smooth.
No fuzzy.
I'm a smooth operator.
Yeah.
He's like, let me get out of this one right now. He's like, let me get out of this one. He's fuzzy, he's smooth.
Kyle is so honest.
But very comedic way.
Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Steve.
All right, I have a real quick question. I have a friend of mine who's came into the U.S. with a visiting visa, and they've been here for they overstayed already. They've been here for a year plus, and then my question is, what's the possibility of getting a status here since they already overstayed?
They've already overstayed. So you're
Yes,
asking,
sir.
how do I get a green card, or how does my friend get a green card?
Yes, sir.
It has to be through family-based sponsorship.
Well, it may be. I don't know. You can do job sponsorship if you have family here and do a provisional waiver. There's all sorts of different ways. Maybe they were the victim of a crime. Maybe they were, I don't know. There's lots of ways to get green cards in life.
So he needs a consultation.
He needs a consultation.
Depends on their personal circumstances.
Correct. So we cannot figure it out on a radio show. The one thing I cannot do, as much as I want to, is tell people how to get a green card on the show. That requires a consultation. If you say, I am in the process of getting a green card in this particular way and I have a question about this particular case, we can help you all day long. But in terms of figuring out your problem and which is the best pathway, we would need a consultation on that.
Okay, I'm calling from Texas.
Yep.
Can you help over here?
Yeah.
The service?
What we do is have a phone consultation, and we do everything through the mail. We speak to you on the phone, and if we need to show up to a hearing or an interview, we'll fly to Texas.
Okay, so what's the contact?
That same number you just called. Hold on one second, which is 1-800-529.
And he's in Texas?
He's in Texas.
I was about to ask. Where he is at. I could tell from his accent. It's
Yes.
a pretty laid-back state.
Laid back.
You know?
Texas is not always laid back. It depends where you are.
Well,
If you live on the farms, it's laid back. But if you're a city slicker,
City Slicker. Oh, God, here we
I think that's one
go.
of those other terms, Kyle.
Yeah.
That movie, you saw that movie, right?
Well, I'm just thinking Dallas. You're like, hey, city. You know, like the guy who's always got like the big, gallon hat on, and he's saying, hey, city slicker.
I lived in Dallas.
You lived in Dallas?
Nobody ever says.
Is there anywhere you haven't lived, Kyle?
I've
That's
lived
south
in
of New York?
Places. Yeah, I lived in a lot of places in the south.
You
A lot
lived
of southern
in
places.
Ferguson.
That's correct.
Yeah,
You
by the
lived
way,
in Texas.
Basically, what Kyle is saying is, I'm very short-lived.
You're telling me you lived
I'll be moving to another city very
Atlanta? You live in Atlanta, Georgia?
That's correct.
See?
He lived in Ferguson. I know that.
You get around a lot, man.
My parents do. I follow them.
That's a good thing. All right. 1-800-529-5465. Once again, folks, book your appointments. Many of you call, but you can actually just book your appointments directly with Fiona and her team right here at the law offices of Spar Bernstein to see Jenny, to see Brad, or see one of the other managing attorneys. And remember, if you've got questions in the area of family law, criminal defense, personal injury, you can also book an appointment to see one of those attorneys. Let's get back to another call question right here. 1-800-529-5465. Terrence.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you, man?
All right. I had a quick question. My fiance should receive a K-1 visa yesterday, but
Congrats.
on the annotation part, my name is correct, but the WAC number is incorrect.
The receipt number is incorrect?
Mm-hmm.
Still use it.
Yeah. I don't think
It's just a typo on the visa. Use it, enter, get married, file your adjustment.
Okay.
All right.
And where are you calling from today, Terrence?
I'm calling from Atlanta.
Atlanta. I could tell. That's why I asked. I'm like, I can hear from the accent. It's south.
People watch us from all over.
Yes. All right. So Texas, Atlanta. Nobody from New York, Connecticut, or New Jersey yet.
Apparently not.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling. If you need help, remember the law office of Spar Bernstein can help you because immigration is federal. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Once again, folks, the number here is 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Call with your questions on green card, on citizenship, on work permits, deportation issues, and a whole lot more in the area of U.S. immigration. 1-800-529-5465. We've got, of course, the attorneys here ready, willing, and able to help you. Let's kick over to Kyle. Quick question.
We have a.
Got you off guard, yeah?
Yeah, you did. I was actually responding to somebody. But, someone says, what would you have done if you were there with Brad? Flash went off.
No, if I were there with Brad, it would have been handled in a very smooth manner.
No, I thought my flash was off.
Brad, I know how you are. I know your tone changed. I know your color changed.
His demeanor changed.
His demeanor changed.
What are you talking about?
Because the flash went off, and the first thing in your head, you panic. How are you going to handle the situation?
I didn't panic. I was cool.
The guy came over, and you were cool.
Yeah.
First thing I would have done, and you probably did not get up.
I did not get up.
Okay. In communications, they tell you the first thing someone is addressing you and they're standing above you.
All right, you don't have to.
Okay, no.
Don't tell me about communications.
Okay, there you go.
All right, I handled myself perfectly fine.
You did. He's getting upset now.
Trust me, I am.
He's getting upset now.
Trust me, I am. I love how Squeeze tells me how I should handle myself in the past when I seem to be able to handle myself very well in all situations. I'm actually a very successful guy.
Yes.
Apparently, I know how to handle myself.
You do it in legal issues.
But then Squeeze likes to tell me how I should handle myself anyway.
In legal issues, he was about to get knocked out, and I'm trying to help him here.
You're not knocking me out.
On to immigration.
All I did was I thought that the flash was off and it was on auto.
That happened to me before.
All right, it was on auto.
With a police officer.
What would have done if you took it again?
And it was on auto, and then the auto flashed the thing, and I'm like, what the? When does auto never flashes? That's how dark. That's how.
Put it on off.
Yeah, that's. I listened.
That's because you have a smartphone.
Yeah.
It knew it needed to flash.
But the funny is that when the flash goes off on the iPhone 7, it just lights up the. I mean, there must be like 30 tables there. They all looked around like it was like the 4th of July fireworks.
What idiot is this over here?
You should have said something along the lines of, "Oops, I was trying to take a selfie."
Exactly.
Anyway, let's go to Simone.
Yeah.
This has been a very interesting morning.
Simone.
All right? Never a dull moment.
Simone.
Hi, Simone.
Oh, did we lose Simone?
I think we lost Simone.
Hello? Hello?
Hi there, Simone. How are you?
How you guys doing today?
We are doing.
Yeah, always fighting. Okay, I got a question for you guys.
It's not real fight, you know.
Squeeze just likes to start with me to just for entertainment
Yes,
purposes.
yes, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Anyway, Simone, what is your immigration question? Seeing that you call 1-800-529-5465.
If you got your work permit, your husband's name does not appear on it, what else could you do to let it appear on your green card whenever you're going?
Wait. Your husband filed for you, and his name does not appear on what?
On the work permit.
Your husband's name would not appear on the work permit. It would just be your information.
Well, no. Like the name, whatever name you put down on the. 1 second. You filled out an application for a work permit. If you said your last name was your husband's last name, that's how it would have been sent to you. If you said your last name was your single name, that's how it's being sent to you. Whatever name you put on that work permit
is the name you're going to get.
Name you're getting on it. Now, when you go to go for your green card, you can ask the immigration officer to change your name. Look at the application, change your name to make sure that your green card comes in your married name if that's what you want.
If that's what you want, yeah.
And then when your green card comes in your married name, you would then have to go down to Social Security, change your Social Security card. You would keep the same number, but change the card. And then you would have to go to the Driver's License Bureau and change your driver's license as well.
Perfect.
Okay?
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
You're very welcome.
Enjoying your show. You guys keep fighting. I like it. I don't know. David,
Yes.
I don't know. Is it because you're from the Highlands why they take so many sets on you?
I don't know why they pick on me all the time. Maybe Brad just likes me. I think he just likes me. Not like me, but he just likes me.
No, that's good. That's okay. It's a friendly like. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. That's what guys do, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, like I even remember going back. I mean, you guys are younger than me.
A little bit.
A little bit. Like I remember, when I was in college, and I lived with 11 guys in one house. It wasn't a fraternity, but I lived with 11 guys in one house. There was 11 straight guys. Don't get me wrong.
But that's crazy.
Yeah, but it was a huge, huge house, and everybody would just sit in the living room and just fight and make fun of each other, right? So
I had a different experience in college.
Yeah, that was my experience.
But you go first.
Yeah. What was your experience in college, Kyle?
My house was a madhouse.
It was a madhouse.
It was a madhouse.
It's a madhouse?
It was a madhouse.
You were in a fraternity?
No, I wasn't in a fraternity,
Right.
but I knew certain people who are in the NFL right now and got drafted to the NBA used to come to my house
To hang and party.
to hang and play video
Right.
games and do other things that aren't suitable for the radio.
Right. So it's a
It
madhouse.
was a madhouse, at all hours of the day. There was a party.
And Daniel, you don't know you were in the library the whole time.
I was actually in a hotel because
Because your parents are really
Vermont-
rich. And
no.
you had to.
No.
4 seasons.
it was actually the Sheraton. And
Why did you stay in a hotel?
University of Vermont knocked down 2 major buildings where students were staying, so dormitories, and they still accepted more students that year than ever before, so they had to put us somewhere. So they used the Sheraton that was really close to the university to house students.
For 4 years, that's where you were?
No, just 1 year. It was my senior year. But it's funny because I say this and people are thinking, you had amazing, hotel furniture and, maids looking after me and stuff. It wasn't like that. They literally took the, really crappy, furniture from the dorms and they put it in the hotel.
Sheraton. Right, and there was no maid service.
There was no maid service, and I couldn't open my window because, hotels, some of them, they, literally don't let you open the window. So it was, really stuffy. It was a nightmare.
So the Sheraton turned into just a bad dorm room.
I ended up just not spending time in the room. I just hung out in the hotel at weird hours in the night. I got to see some crazy stuff.
All right, well, that's very interesting story. All right, everybody. I just wanted to know if anybody had experience of guys sit there and fight and make fun of each other and say
we had all
mean
of
things
that.
to each other and try to joke on somebody, and then when you find the one thing that gets them upset, you just can't stop. You just keep doing it.
People are much more PC nowadays.
Talking into
I'm not hearing you.
My friends are
hear
not
me?
PC.
You don't hear me at all?
I hear you now.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Gotta talk into
It's a
the mic.
directional mic.
I got to talk right into it.
Yes.
Gotta get used to that.
1-800-5. You notice how my mouth's right here? 1-800-529-5465.
I don't notice where your mouth goes. I'm sorry.
1-800-529-5465. Let's get back to social media immigration questions. Where's Michelle?
All right. My wife is a green card holder, and she applied for her citizenship in January, but she's waiting for an interview date. I'm still in my F1 status, but my opt expired last week. I'm planning on starting my master's in September, but my wife filed the I-130, and I have not been approved yet. I would like to know if going back to school would affect my pending I-130 application.
The I-130 wouldn't be affected.
But you're not going to get back into student status because you have a pending application for your green card. So they're going to say you're an intending immigrant. So once you're an intending immigrant, you can't get a student visa anymore.
I'm glad you and Squeeze touched on the battered spouse situation yesterday. I know a lot of immigrants married to U.S. citizens and are going through domestic violence on a regular basis. Some physical and others are more emotional. It is very important that you highlight what help or resources are available to them.
Well, there's a lot of resources. There's our resource, obviously, but we're a paid law firm. There's victim services. There's all sorts of services, then organizations and charities that help people who are victims of abuse. Depending on what your situation is, what type of service you need, there is out there, then there's free services for you, for everybody who has some sort of abuse. If you have an issue and you don't know where to go, we are happy to help you and point you in the right direction. So,
definitely.
So if, for example, you're the victim of abuse and, you're like, listen, I don't want to come for a consultation. I just need to know where to go. Give us a call and just tell us what area you live in, and we will find the appropriate organization or charity to send you to in your particular neighborhood.
1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Is it me or there's not enough energy?
There's lots of energy here.
There is?
Yes, plenty.
Okay, all right.
We just talked about domestic violence.
Yeah, come on. What do you want? I mean, what do you want to have like a party here?
I can't get energy off of domestic violence.
All right, 1-800. You know what it is these two guys over here are like half asleep.
Oh.
Wide awake.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you should have gotten them some coffee or something.
I can only have two hands. 1-800.
I brought back 4 power shakes yesterday from
Joe and the Juice.
Joe and the Juice.
Right.
And I only had 2 hands.
Well, I did not think ahead of time of being the delivery man. I was just being a nice guy and getting you tea.
Quite sure you thought the same thing when you were taking that picture in that restaurant yesterday.
Yes.
All right, so let's get back to some questions.
Yes.
Let's get back to some questions right here.
What am I supposed to say now? Bye, Felicia?
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
Did Brad learn that recently?
I don't even know what Bye Felicia is.
Bye, Felicia.
What? You don't know?
No.
It's from the meme No, it's from Bye Felicia's from Friday.
From the movie.
Yeah, from the movie. I guess the crackhead sisters like begging for money. It's
Right.
Bye Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
All right. I'm telling you, man. Brad, stay out of it, man.
Stay out of
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Do you have more, Kyle? Do we have anything from Periscope? Let me guess. No, it doesn't exist.
We're not on Periscope anymore.
Do we have anything from Instagram?
Are we on Instagram now?
No, it doesn't exist.
We are going to be on Instagram probably starting tomorrow because our content media delivery system is going to be tested after our show today at 10 o'clock. And if all goes well and we're able to shoot the rocket into the air and land it safely, we will put on the content delivery system for the 12 o'clock show. That means there will only be one camera instead of 75 cameras, and Spielberg Jr. will be able to show everybody in the studio back and forth. So instead of having cameras that are stationary,
Spielberg Jr.
instead of stationary
Good nickname.
cameras, We will have one camera on a swivel that goes back and forth until we get our studio built, when then we'll have a real serious
dynamic viewing.
Dynamic viewing.
I want to see how this is going to work when Brad's talking over everybody. See the camera go-
I'm gonna be like,
We're all talking.
I'm gonna be like, Spielberg, you better keep that camera on me, man. Yeah, you want the job, you better keep that one right on me.
That's going to be very interesting.
Who said he's a good director?
I'm not even saying anything, but one camera, very bad idea. But I didn't want to start a fight, so I'm going to let this one play out.
But that's all we can do now until our studio is built. So we will be building our studio in the first week of September. Then we will have multiple camera angles.
I've heard that before.
But no, it's true.
1-800.
I have an email saying that's when it will be done.
529-5465. I wonder if the guy's listening. 1-800-529-5465.
By the way, happy Saigon. Brad and Squeeze were not late. Brad was on time. Squeeze was late, and she's saying bye, Felicia, to both of us. Okay, I was on time here. Let's get this straight.
Where do you get a bye, Felicia, then?
Because Squeeze was late, but Brad was not late. Brad was on time.
We started the show with San Squeeze.
It's so amazing how everyone pontificates when the black guy is late, but when my friend here, the Jewish guy, is late, nobody beats up on him.
That's right.
Okay? And I'm telling you, listen, it's an equal opportunity room here, all right?
Correct.
So Brad, the next time you're late,
forget it.
Next time he's late, it's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
It'd be a big problem.
It is truly equal opportunity, but everybody's making
right.
But anyway.
But we're getting the new studio because excellent credit is what I heard.
We had excellent credit, which is why we were able to do it.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe not, because it's been a while.
It's expensive.
taken a while, maybe.
It's expensive to do a studio. You need good credit to do it.
Yeah,
You just don't go take the cash out of your pocket and pay for it.
No, the money just doesn't show up.
Doesn't show up.
You need some. I mean,
You need good credit.
You didn't have to put up any collateral.
No, because I
you
had good credit.
Exactly.
Right, but imagine if I didn't have good credit.
You can't go to the bank and get a loan without a collateral or good credit.
Correct.
Sometimes they don't even want the collateral these days. Like, keep your collateral. You know, show me some credit.
Exactly.
And it's just happening.
Designers and all that.
It's happening for almost everything now. Everything.
Why can't you shut your phone off during the show? It's so annoying.
I have kids.
So what? Then shut the vibrator off. Just leave it on silent.
I can't shut my phone off.
Just leave it on silence then.
It's my
stockbroker. It's so annoying. You know, you're in the middle of a show and his phone just keeps going off.
Look who's talking.
Like okay. Dinner
all right, check this out.
Flashing the camera.
This guy. Exactly. Somebody put flashes.
No, look who's talking. Remember this conversation. Everybody, just remember this conversation. My phone is going up. Just remember it.
Look, my phone is going off, but it's on silent, so nobody hears.
Once again, everyone, remember this conversation. I'll add here.
Okay.
I'll add here.
Yes.
Okay.
1-800-529-5465. Oh, we're talking about USA Credit Repair.
Yes.
So I had good credit, and because I had good credit, we were able to borrow money, and we were able to build what is coming, a studio. It's being built right now in Secaucus, New Jersey.
Wow.
All right. Somewhere in Secaucus, New Jersey is our studio being built. And the week after Labor Day, I am told it will be installed. In the meantime, we will have a content media delivery system put in this afternoon. We'll only have one camera, but eventually it'll be a cool studio. We'll see how it all works, Spielberg. Spielberg seems to be very confident that this whole thing's going to come together.
I am. We're evolving as a show.
We evolve. Right? We started off as cavemen. And now we're slowly walking out of the cave with our big sticks.
Natural selection.
Right, with our big sticks to see what's on the outside of this cave.
And all of that is just to say that if you have a dream, you need good credit. And if you don't have good credit, your credit scores
I'm glad that you're bringing us back. Thank you.
You have to call USA
Thank
Credit
you.
Repair because they are the key to beautiful credit. The number is 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177.
That would be a great commercial for USA Credit. You know, if they have like Martin Luther King. You know, I have a dream.
But he has bad credit.
So he couldn't do anything, and then nobody came to see him. But because he had good credit, he was able to fill the whole Washington. You know,
he was able to buy the equipment.
He was able to buy the equipment, film it. He became very famous, all because he had good credit and he had a dream. It's true. true, right? Can you imagine if Martin Luther King didn't have good credit? He wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff.
I'm looking at Squeeze. His blackness won't allow him to enjoy
As the lady said before, what is it with you, Squeeze? Why are they just picking it? My question is,
by the way, for USA Credit, it's 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. In all seriousness, they're pretty good guys and very good guys, better than pretty good.
Okay.
And they give you really good credit. Credit is beautiful as long as it's above 700. If it's below 700, not so beautiful. Give them a call. They'll let you know what your credit score is for free. So give them a call right now. It's 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177.
Need some energy, man.
I have energy. What are you talking about?
You need some energy like Optimus Prime.
Maybe
I am Optimus Prime.
What?
Some rapid fire?
Yeah, some rapid fire, man. Wrap it away. And then we'll go to Mohammed and Garnet. They called 1-800-529-5465. 10 minutes before the hour of 10, we've got Jenny in the building, the managing attorney here at Spar Bernstein, along with Brad Bernstein, and we're taking more immigration questions. Go ahead, Kyle.
I overstayed my visa, and my fiance, who's an American citizen, and I would like to get married. I know we have to go to the courthouse to get the license. My concern is if they would hold on to me, since I will have to provide my passport for identification.
The courthouse is not arresting you. Go get married.
All right, where do I submit, or what do I submit with my daughter's I-130? I'm adding her to my filing, and she's in Jamaica.
It has to be a separate I-130 filing.
Ooh, she got it.
It's a race, Brad.
Yeah, it's a race. It's a separate I-130. That is correct.
Yes.
Correct. And you just have to submit a marriage. If you're filing, you submit proof that you're the mother and her birth certificate and proof of your status. And if it's your spouse filing, then you need a marriage certificate too, and the spouse's proof of his status.
If your co-sponsor lives in the same residential address with you but not related to you, which form is suitable, the I-864 or I-864A?
Why is your spouse living in a separate residence?
Co-sponsor.
Oh, co-sponsor. It's a separate I-864.
Good going, Jenny. 2 for Jenny, 0 for Brad. All right, go ahead. I'm keeping count.
A green card holder filing for spouse in the USA, how long does it take?
2 years. With a provisional waiver.
Can someone take a plane to Florida if she does not have papers?
Yes, but be careful.
If your husband is waiting for an interview date, papers and has all right, let me just read this verbatim. If your husband is waiting for an interview date, papers have been ready since December, just waiting on interview date, can you travel to Puerto Rico? He has a driver's license and EAD.
Yes.
Okay.
My brother
that one gets thrown out. It's tie.
My brother filed for a green card months ago, and we still haven't heard anything. That is the question.
Do you have a receipt notice? Did your check get cashed? Did your money order get cashed? Who filed for him? But the first thing is, if you filed, the first thing to see is, did the money get cashed by immigration?
Mr. Bernstein, I need to speak to you. I'm a client, but each time I ask to speak to you in person, I've been denied. I need to speak to you. It's important.
No, denied.
Denied. I'm denying you again. You are denied. Denied from no. Just call up and say you want to. You can't just walk in and say, I want to speak to Mr. Bernstein. It's not happening. So the people who can't speak to me,
they can do that.
They can, but if I'm not here or I'm not available, there's nothing. I'm only a human being. Because a lot of people just walk in and say, I want to speak to Mr. Bernstein.
Everyone does.
Right. So if you call in advance and you say, I would like to make an appointment with Mr. Bernstein, and then my staff will confirm that I will be here at that time when you want to make an appointment, then you get to speak to me. That's how it works. But you just can't. I assume this person just walked in and I just was either busy or I was unavailable or I may not have even been in the office. So make the appointment before you walk in and say you want to meet with me, and then keep your appointment. Don't make the appointment for Wednesday.
A lot of people have a bad habit of making appointments and not showing up.
A lot of people have, and you want to know what? It's actually not nice. If you're going to make an appointment and not show up, have the courtesy to call us to reschedule it, because we're waiting here for you. We're waiting here for you. And give yourself the energy to actually show up and help yourself.
What's the number to make an appointment?
1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465.
See, I would have handled it different in booking the appointments.
You would have stood up.
No.
and had and in a restaurant you would have stood up and then had a bigger scene with the security guard.
No, and I'm quite sure some people.
That's what he would have.
Some
told
people
me
would
to
even
do.
agree with me on this one. I mean, if you want to guarantee your appointment and ensure that you see the attorney, give or take the few minutes or so when you book it, you pay in advance for your appointment. And those people, because you guarantee it, you take care of it. I'm just saying.
No, I don't want to take any payments in advance, but thank you. All right.
I'm not telling you to do it. I'm saying
not doing it.
I'm not
It's
telling you
okay.
how I would have done it.
That's
Our
fine.
final question of
Me
the
and you
moment.
actively.
How can someone with deferred action, not DACA, get permanent residency?
Through like any other way. So you can get sponsored in a job, sponsored by family, or figure out any other way to get a green card like anybody else.
Incidentally, your consultation fee go towards retainer, right?
Yes.
So if I walk in and I pay you $150, right, and then I decide to hire you, that $150, I mean, it's like it's waived because it went toward a retainer. So it's like I didn't pay anything.
Correct.
Okay, cool. I don't think a lot of people know that.
Yes, as long as you hire us within the.
As long as I hire you, my consultation is free.
Within the
So in other words, if I hire you, there is no consultation
Correct.
fee.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes I have clients giving me the additional consultation fee after they retain on the same
Like,
day.
no,
I'm like, no, it's waived.
keep your money.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
waived.
And they're like, oh, wow,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. I like that about Spar Bernstein. All right.
And
Keep it up,
I just think it's important to share that Cordella Willery said she's liking, sharing, and watching from her sick bed this morning.
Yes.
Oh, feel
Oh,
better.
I hope you feel better.
Cordella was sent me a DM, and she.
You know what that means, right?
What?
You know what
direct
DM
message.
Okay, you know what
It goes
DP
down
means?
in the D.
No.
You don't know what DP means.
Double play.
He doesn't know what DP means.
I don't know what DP means.
You don't know what DP
It
means.
means director of photography. Let's just move on.
Direct what?
Director of
photography.
photography.
By the way, Brad, I don't like your DP.
That's fine.
You know what I'm talking about? You are really.
Well, I'm talking about Cordella Willery, and I'm concerned about her in the
She
hospital.
DM'd you.
Feel better, Cordella.
Thank you.
Feel bad, Cordella.
She watches every day, and she sent me a DM
Yeah.
and told me that she was in the hospital, and
That's
unfortunate.
Feel better.
right.
Yeah.
We got a second question. If you have a niece and want to get her in the States, should I file for adoption here, or should I go to Jamaica and do it, even though her parents haven't signed over their rights?
You don't. The parents will never sign over their rights if you want the niece to come here, because then you can only bring a niece here as an orphan. So you need to strip the parents of the parental rights, bring the child up here in the United States as an orphan, and do the adoption here in the United States. That is the only process. There is no other process. That is the only process to do. If you do it any other way, you're screwed.
Mentioned that yesterday too, actually.
Correct.
Yeah.
I will mention it again tomorrow also,
Okay. How long after getting married should one wait to file for the adjustment of status?
the next day.
Yeah, immediately.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm
Jenny
about-
17, Brad 3. It's been 82 days since I put in my I-765 work permit papers, and I haven't received it. A few days ago, I called in USCIS about it, and the lady says she's putting in a service request. But on my status, I see not in processing. What does that mean?
Not in processing.
That means that it's completely lost. They have no idea where your application is, and you should come see us.
After interview for citizenship, how long is the wait for the notice for swearing in?
I would say it could be anywhere from 30 days to 60 days or so.
Hey guys, after receiving your work permit, how long after that do you do your interview?
3 to 6 months.
Okay. All right. That's what I've got for now.
I'm about to submit my papers. I'm adding my daughters. What other documents do I submit with the child's I-130 after it is approved
Where's the child?
out of country?
Okay, so after the I-130 is approved, your application is going to go to the National Visa Center, and at the National Visa Center, they're going to ask for biographic data, information about your child. Depending on how old the child is, they may or may not need a police certificate, and
2 passport photos,
And
copy of birth certificate, affidavit of support.
3 years tax returns, a job letter, and a bank letter. Anything else?
Too many documents, Brad.
How long after submitting your paperwork will you get a work permit?
Typically, it's 90 days from the time of filing. These days, I've been seeing it goes a little past the 90 days, but the processing time is supposed to be 90 days. Anything else, Kyle? Come on.
No, that was the last question.
I realized that that the Facebook questions are picking up like crazy.
Crazy.
Like crazy, and it's about to get much better with the CDM guys.
Correct. we'll see how that works out.
So we're happy that we're back on Facebook?
Yes.
Very happy?
Yes, we love Facebook.
So we're happy that we're back on Facebook?
Consultant
Yes.
attorney about your
Yes, we love Facebook.
Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the
So we're
future.
happy that we're
Make an
back on
appointment with
Facebook?
Spar Bernstein and LawLink located at
Yes, we love
225 Broadway
Facebook.
in New York City. Call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.
Baby, you take me away. Sweet emotion, sweet devotion. Baby, you take me away. Kiss me softly, love me slowly.